So today's on the air test is with the Eurocomm DX40, which is the same as the Mark II version of the Binatone Route 66, made in Japan, 1981. Let's see if Mr Chippie is out there on channel 31. Tango 21 calling Mr Chippie. You out there?
Yeah, right there, Tango 21.
Okay, right. Well, I'm on the Eurocomm DX40, and where are you over?
Yeah, I'm just heading towards the end of the lane.
Roger, got you. So, pretty basic set. High-low power in line with the UK requirement for 2781. CBPA, channel, on-off volume, squelch, and a real meter.
Right, just going past Ancaster services, over.
Roger, got you going past the service station.
Square wheeled at Ancaster Crossroads.
Okay, Roger on that. What does it sound like over?
A little bit, I'd say the audio sounds a little bit strangled, a little bit quiet as well. Not as good as some.
Okay, Roger on that. Goes without saying the deviation's set up right, but that's how it is.
Roger. It's not full 4 watts though, is it?
No, kidding you, is it? It's about 3.4 over.
Yeah, I think along with the conditions at the moment, it's noisy going up the hill.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yes, just that little bit of difference.
Right, just going over the hill and down the other side into Wilsford.
When we did our original report on this in 1985, I noticed transmitted clarity was not high on the list. It was about 60% it scored.
Yeah, audio quality is definitely not up there. Tango 21, Mr Chippie, going round Scratchy Corner, Wilsford.
Roger, I'm getting you okay, going round Scratchy Corner at Wilsford.
Ooh, that was very scratchy.
Oh dear.
Alright, just going over Wilsford level crossing, over.
Roger, getting you going over Wilsford level crossing.
Tango 21, Mr Chippie, are you receiving?
Yes, Roger, I was getting you going over Wilsford level crossing, over.
Tango 21, Mr Chippie, I'm not receiving you, that's all really. Try again.
Yeah, Tango 21, I am receiving you, over.
No, you're gone. Is the light on in the kitchen by any chance?
I will just check. No, that doesn't affect transmit, only affects receive.
Tango 21, Mr Chippie, just going past Kelby. Over.
Roger, I've got you going over the Kelby turn, over.
Nothing received, over. Nothing received.
Yeah, Tango 21 receiving.
Tango 21, Mr Chippie, just passing the Greyleys turn. That's Greyleys, over.
Roger, receiving you at the Greyleys turn, over.
Tango 21, passing Rossby level crossing.
Tango 21 receiving you at Rossby level crossing.
Well, there's nothing heard, and that's the conclusion of the test. I'll see you back at base.
Roger, if you're receiving, thank you. See you back at Tango Towers. Okay, well, it's not like there's interference on the channel. The sensitivity on the radio is fine. So, yeah, the 3.4 watts is not making the trip, which is why we pick the worst possible terrain for radio from here. So it's only managed about, I'd say 4 miles before it petered out. The last 2 miles, he wasn't able to hear me, though we were able to hear him. So it's receiving fine. They are, certainly in 1981, they were prone to bleed over. Well, the Binatone version was, and this of course is the same. So, unlike the Eurocomm other one, which was absolutely fantastic, this one's a bit of a failure, isn't it? But you can't have a collection of CB radios without having the rubbish ones as well. Right, let's see if we can get on the return trip. Tango 21 calling Mr Chippie. Mr Chippie, do you copy? What I've done in the meantime, some radios can do less output when the lids are on. So I've put the bottom lid on, I've done a retune, I've got another 100 milliwatts out of it for what it's worth. And, you know, we've changed power supplies as well, just in case. So we're giving it a second chance.
Yeah, 21 Mr Chippie, yeah, just passing the Greyleys turn, over.
Roger, got you at the Greyleys turnover.
That's a big 10-4.
Now his car's omnidirectional, so it shouldn't, you know, the air's in the middle of the roof, so it shouldn't be different one side to another. But, you know, as I say, I've managed to get another 100 milliwatts out of it. We've put it on a different power supply. But, you know, what more can one do?
Right, we're just passing the Kelby turn over, that's Kelby turn.
Roger, got you at the Kelby turn, over.
Roger that. Right, just going over Wilsford level crossing, that's Wilsford level crossing, over.
Got you loud and clear, Wilsford at level crossing.
Roger.
What I've done is to retune it with the lid on, and I managed to screw another 100 milliwatts out of it, and then put it on a different power supply, over.
Well, there's certainly a difference. I know band conditions seem to be up today. A guy from Northern Ireland on earlier, just before we started the first test.
Okay, Roger on that. But I you know, it's called a DX40, but I think it's a QRP40, Roger.
Yeah, you could be right. And 21 from Mr Chippie, just going round Scratchy Corner, Wilford, over.
Roger, got you at Scratchy Corner, Wilsford, and for you and for the video, the radio was doing 3.4 watts on the test set, but in actual fact, when you put the lids on, that reduced to 3.0 watts. By retuning it with the lids on, with the bottom lid on, we managed to bring it up to 3.1 watt. So it's lost a quarter of a watt by putting the lids on, which isn't really a very good design.
No, not really, but there you go. Anyway, it's working. It's scratchy round Scratchy Corner as you'd expect, so there you go.
Well, we're not going to equip all the cars with these.
Fair enough. Right, that's the top of the hill as we come back down towards Ancaster, over.
Yeah, no problem at all. No, I didn't have any loss of reception. The sensitivity's there on this radio, but the TX is lacking, over.
Roger. Right, just going through Ancaster Crossroads.
Yeah, Roger on that. When I looked at the original report we did in 1985, it was lacking in TX, and that was a different sample, so there you go.
Oh well, at least we know what they're like now.
Well, when you've tried two.
Yeah, so it wasn't just a one-off, that one. Looks like they're all like that. Right, just passing Ancaster services.
Roger on that, and I'll catch you in Tango Tower shortly. Thanks very much. Well, thanks for watching. That was kind of different, and I have recorded a piece to our base station so you can hear what it was like, but I should never have to do a retune, and I can't think of a time when we've had to take special care of tuning it with the lids on because of capacitive effect. There were some business radios like that at one point, but I thought, well, I'm clutching at straws, I'll give it a go, because putting the lids on had brought it down to 3 watts, and we've managed to get it back to about 3.1 and a bit. So there you have it, the Eurocomm DX40 from 1981. Thank you.
Tango 21, testing the Eurocomm DX40 into our Harrier CBHQ base station, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.